Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Greg Drake. He's the Butler County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Joanna. It's good to be here with you, and this will be another week that I find out who the early risers in Butler County are.
That's right. And you know, there might even be more people watch this because beekeeping is such a hot topic.
Absolutely. It seems like there's been a very much an elevated interest in beekeeping of these last 4 or 5 years. But this year in particular, I've had a lot of folks come into the Butler County Extension office and want to know how to get started, thinking about getting started. And the best thing that we have to give them is this Beginning Beekeeping for Kentuckians publication. Y'all probably give away several here in Warren County. Beekeepers decide they want to keep bees in March, and unfortunately that's a little bit too late because we need to order our bees at the very first of the year. But to get somebody started off on the right track, I want them to look at that Beginning Beekeeping for Kentuckians. It helps them decide how much time they're going to have to dedicate to it if they want to keep their own bees. But the main thing I wanted to talk about now is it's swarm season, and that's the funnest time of the year for a beekeeper. I've been keeping bees now since Shannon and I have been married about 19 years, caught a lot of swarms, and that's always the most excited day when you go catch a swarm. And it makes whoever has the swarm happy as well. And I'm sure the Warren County office here gets lots of calls from homeowners. And what do y'all tell them when somebody calls the extension office?
Well, we have a list of beekeepers who are willing to go out there and catch the swarm. But let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. Because Greg, I have a holly bush at home, and every time I walk by it, there's a buzzing all around my head and in the holly bush. But that's not a swarm.
That is not a swarm. At different times of the spring, when some plants bloom, the bees are very attracted to it. And you almost said swarm, but that's not a swarm. That's just bees being attracted to it. And there can be thousands flying around it, making tons and tons of noise. A bee swarm will be a large clump. I always kind of think it's about the size of a volleyball. They're typically hanging on a tree limb. They're just a big wad of bees, and they're all condensed. It looks like they couldn't possibly be hanging on each other. But that is a swarm. That is a natural division of the honeybee colony. Now, they may have swarmed out of a beekeeper's beehive. They may have swarmed out of a wild hive in a tree. But that is the queen and a bunch of bees looking for a new home. And this is the time of the year that we get a lot of swarms, and beekeepers are excited to go get them, right?
Absolutely. But a lot of times if a homeowner were to walk out and see just this mound of bees on their swing set or on their tree, it is somewhat alarming. But just know that most extension offices have this list of beekeepers that they can contact that would be happy to come and take care of that, because some people get alarmed and they spray because they're like, oh, look at all these bees. But that is not the thing to do.
Absolutely. Most people are very sympathetic to honeybees. They understand the challenge that honeybees have had over the last couple of years. Don't spray them. Don't go up and fool with them. But if you see a swarm of honeybees hanging there, don't panic. Call your extension office. They'll get a beekeeper out there and get them out of your yard. One of the dangers with not doing anything with a swarm is they may decide their new home is in the soffit of your house. So if you find that swarm out there, you don't have to be panicked and never go out of your house until they're gone. Just leave them alone. Let a beekeeper come and get them. Typically, I can have a swarm out of somebody's yard if they're on a tree in 20 minutes. I mean, it is an easy job, but this is swarm season, and beekeepers will be excited to come help folks remove those.
Now, Greg, there's a lot of resources, groups, and if there is somebody out there who wants to become a beekeeper, get the publication, but also find somebody that they can go shadow and see, because there's a lot of work that goes into keeping bees, and it's great to learn from somebody else.
Absolutely. The best thing a beekeeper can do to be successful is go to their county beekeeping club. If you're in a county that don't have one, talk to your extension agent and let them send you to the closest one. Y'all have got a great group here in Warren County. We do in Butler County.
Certainly appreciate the information. And if you have questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.